here subsets. What is subset? If all the elements of A, this is set A and this is set B. What is subset actually? If all the elements of set A are in set B, then A is said to be the subset of B. We write this as A is subset of B. I have discussed this definition in first video of sets, that is basics of sets. The link in the description, you can watch that. Here, if all the elements of set A, this is set A which is in set B, okay, if all the elements, these are elements, the numbers or things which will be in set, all the elements of set A are in set B, even B has these elements are in B, and B also have few other elements, then A is said to be subset of B. We say as A is said to be the subset of B. I will write this in Rostel method. Here is, what is A here? A is 1, 2 and 3. What are the elements in A? 1, 2 and 3. And what are the elements in B? 1, 2, 3. In B, what are the elements in B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Why we say A is a subset of B? Because all the elements of A are in B. So we say A as a subset of B. Can we say B as a subset of A? Can we say B as a subset of A? Can we say like this? Can we say like this, B as a subset of A? Let's for B to be subset of A, what must be true? All the elements of B should contain in A. Then B we will say as a subset of A. Are all the elements of B? What are the elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the elements are in A? No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are not in A. These elements 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are not present in A. So we say that B is not a subset of A. B is not a subset of A. In case of, if we have seen the case of A is subset of B. In case of B is subset of A, how B is subset of A? I am giving you an example. If A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and B is equals to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then look here, all the elements of B we can see in A. All the elements 2 is in A, 4 is in A, 6 is in A, 2 is in A, 4 is in A, 6 is in A, 8 is in A, and 10 is in A. So we can say all the elements of B are in A. So what is B? B is the subset of A. Then B is a subset of A. So how we can represent this in a Venn diagram? So look here. Which is the bigger set? First write a bigger set. Which is the bigger set? Which has all the elements? The set is A. A has, and the smaller set, that is B, is the subset of A. First we write all the elements of B. 4, 2, 4, 6 and 8 and 10. Okay. 6. So the leftover elements are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Then this is the set B. Here what is the set? This is the set B. B, all the elements of B are in A. Then we say B is the subset of A. How will we write this? B is the subset of A. We'll write like this. If there is a condition, what will be the condition? Here, if A is equals to 1, 2, 3, and B is equals to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look here, all the elements of A are in B and B are in A. Then how we will represent this? A is the subset of B. First we can write all the elements of A are in B. So we can write A is the subset of B. Then here we can see that we can observe that all the elements of B are in A. Then we can write it as B is the subset of A. How we can represent this? In Venn diagram, there is a set A, and even this is a set A, and again there is a set B where all the elements are 1, 2, 3. Then we can say that we can conclude that A is the subset of itself and even B is the subset of itself. Any set is the subset of itself. We can conclude that by this we can see that all sets are the subset of itself. Null set is the subset of itself. Okay, null set is a subset of itself. So we can conclude that all sets are subset of itself. Okay. Universal set. Universal set is nothing but a set which contains all the elements of other sets, including its own elements. Such as universal set is represented in rectangle. Universal set is represented in rectangle. There is no standard notation means we can use other symbols also in for universal set to denote universal set. We can use R, C, W, V, and U and mu. Okay, so universal set is nothing but the set which contains all the elements of other sets and its own elements also. Such as, see, A is a set, this is a set A, this is the set B, and this is the set C. So here it contains all the elements of A, all the elements of B, and all the elements of C, and it even have its own elements also. Let's consider 10 and 11 as its own elements. Universal set has 10 and 11 as its own elements. Let's take an example. Let A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And B is equals to, let A be 1, 2, 3, 4 only. Okay, B is equals to 5 and 6, and C is equals to 4, 8, 9. Okay, then we will write this elements in its respective sets. So A has 1, 2, 3. First we'll write common elements. A and B does not have any common elements, so they are disjoint sets. And does B and C have common element? Yeah, 4 is one common element. So where is A union A intersection C? A intersection C is here. A intersection C is here. So what we have to write here? 4. So here now we have done with common elements. So we have to write all the other elements of B. What are the elements of B? Here 5 and 6. What are the elements of C? 8 and 9. Okay, so we have written all the respective elements in their respective sets. So we will find universal sets. We will find here what we have to find: universal set. What are the elements in universal set? Universal set is nothing but all the elements of other sets and including its own elements also. So what are all the elements of A? Leaving the common elements, we have to take common elements only once. So write all the elements of all the sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in C, 4 is common here. We have already written 4, so we'll write 8 and 9. 8, 9. And including its own elements. It's which elements? Including universal set elements. Universal set elements are 11 and 10. So we will write even 10, 11. So here what is universal set then? What is here universal set then? Universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So all the elements of other sets and its own elements also which are outside other sets which are in the rectangular box. Universal set is represented in rectangular box. Okay, so complement of a set. What is complement of a set? If A is a set, then its complement is A bar. Then its complement is A bar. Then what is complement? A complement. What is a complement? A complement is a set which contains the elements present in the universal set. This is universal set which contains the elements present in universal set. What is universal set? Universal set contains its elements and even the elements which are its own. Universal set contains the elements of other sets and even its own elements is known as universal set. Then what is A bar? A complement is a set which contains the elements present in universal set but not the elements of set A. What is A complement? A complement is a set which contains the elements present in universal set but not the elements of set A. So I will explain in Venn diagram. So what is universal set? Universal set is a set which has elements of other sets and its own elements also. So here is universal set is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. And what is A? What are the elements in A? 1 3 5. So let's write what is A complement. Let's write what is A complement. What is A complement? Let's write what is A complement. Then A complement is from universal set leaving the elements of A. What are the elements of A? 1, 3 and 5. So what are the rest all elements? 2, 4 and 6. So what is A complement here? 2, 4 and 6. Or what is A complement? 2, 4 and 6. Let's take another example. UB A universal set is A, E, I, O, U, and here A is A, I. Then what is A complement here? You have to leave the elements of A and write all the leftover elements of universal set. So what are the elements of A? A and I. Then what are the rest over elements? E, O, U. What is A complement? A, E, O. So are you clear with this concept? Thank you for watching.